What I have for you today is possibly the most exclusive Patek Philippe 5711. It's the new olive green Sunburst dial with the baguette bezel. It's crazy how every brand calls it Sunburst now. It's like Rolex uses it too, Patek does too. It's just throw the word Sunburst around everywhere. So the first thing I want to say is I can't even believe that I actually have this watch right now in my hand. It's probably the hardest version of this model to get, period. The one thing I want to tell you is I'm calling it the ultimate version of the 5711, although I still think that the heavy contender for this watch is going to be the 40th anniversary. The one that comes in platinum with the blue dial. I think that one might give this one a run for the money. But what makes this one so special is, of course, green dial. Slap a green dial on everything and it will succeed. The thing I want to tell you about this particular version is once I have it in my hand, the immediate thing that I notice is kind of how dark the green dial is. It's there. Of course I can see it's green, especially if I put it in the sun like right here. But I guess I expected it to be a little bit more sharper. Not as crazy as the emerald green dial on the yellow gold Daytona, but I guess a little bit more kick. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe perhaps it's the lighting in here, like I said, but I still thought initially that the green was a bit more. Maybe it's just the pictures you see online. It just gives it that much more, you know, I don't know if it's an editing or what. But yes, it's green, but I do want to tell you it's almost like a forest green. The next thing I want to bring up is the bezel. Are you looking at that bezel? I mean, I think it looks amazing. Honestly, if I was up to the plate and I was gonna bat on one of these at retail, I would definitely go for the baguette bezel. Even for people that don't wear a lot of stuff with bling, this is a very tasteful version. I feel like anytime Patek puts diamonds on their watches, they clearly use it in the most tasteful manner possible. Take for example the Celestial with the baguette bezel. It's probably one of my favorite versions of that watch. So with this watch, of course, it executed it perfect. You know, for me, it's that one watch that with that bezel pushes it over the edge. Now I know this sounds kind of ridiculous. You've heard me in the past say that the 5711 is not really for me. I find it very slim. You know, this watch feels like it weighs nothing. You compare this to the Day-Date Platinum that I'm wearing here and it just almost feels like a slice of ham. Doesn't feel like much, but something about when you change that dial and you put this bezel that makes it carry so much more weight. Crazy part about this watch is that the retail is $94,000. And I don't know if you've been following the market on this watch, but something like this could possibly get to $1 million. Maybe even by this year, maybe by the end of next year. Right now you're thinking, how can that watch be $1 million? Well, the first thing I want to say is exclusivity. You can't get it. Who knows what you got to do to get one at retail? But let's compare it, for example, to the Rainbow Daytona, where nowadays they're getting prices that are almost at $500,000 without even having the bracelet diamond dial. That one is already at $600-700. So when you compare it to, for example, that Rainbow Daytona, why can't this get to $1 million? Think about it, right? It's exclusive. The guys that buy this are on that level. Have you seen what these are going for in the auctions without the bezels? They're going for $300 and up. When you slap on factory diamonds on a piece like this, sky's the limit. It's all about who has one and what they want for it. One of the first things I think about as I'm holding this watch right here in my hands is you gotta have some serious balls and serious cash to fork up the aftermarket prices for something like this. I mean, it's like, really think about it. When you see this watch and you hold it, there's no complication, there's no nothing. All you have is model, it's a Nautilus, edition, green dial, and a factory baguette bezel. I mean, that's really all you're getting. But really, I guess what you're buying is exclusivity. The fact that it's $94,000 retail is irrelevant. For the very few of you guys at home that maybe got this watch at retail, I salute you. When I was at Roman's party 3 weeks ago, I witnessed the guy with one of these on his wrist. We were in the party and he goes like this, he goes, pfft. I was like, damn. I was stunned, and even now I'm more stunned because I didn't know how much they were going for. Now that I find out they're almost in the upper $700,000 range, Jesus. So when the new Nautiluses were released, when they also came out with the 5990 rose gold blue dial, which is a win, out of the lineup, this for me was the one that I said is the winner. Personally, I don't know, man. I like the whole bezel, and I feel like this was the one to get out of all of them. The last thing I'm gonna point out about this watch is, could you imagine if they made a yellow gold version of it? That would have been, for sure, $1 million watch. So comment below if you think this watch is gonna get to $1 million. And if you like this video, like and share it. Also, subscribe to my new YouTube channel.